Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube tarot channel. This is going to be a reading for water signs. I'm going to do this reading a little bit differently. I'm still working through new camera setups. So yeah, it's actually not going to be the October monthly. This is just going to be sort of like a general weekly check-in, if you will. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot as well as the Cosmic Tarot for the main part of the reading, and then I'll also probably clarify with an oracle card or two. I'm also going to try to show you guys most of the cards, so hopefully you can see. I have not shuffled yet. I'm doing these readings a little bit differently. I'm going to do each sign individually. So for this reading, I'm going to start with, I'm actually just going to slide this over here. Start with the sign of Pisces. Source of all that is, beloved archangels and angels, ancestors, spirit guides, Father God, Holy Spirit. What are the messages for Pisces? Please give us clear and accurate messages for the sign of Pisces for this, the first week of October 2019. So we have victory and success coming up at the bottom of the deck. I love it. I'm going to do a 5-card spread. And 5. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that. Okay. So, interesting cards coming up. At the bottom of the deck, we have Crown Chakra. So again, I'm going to clarify these 5 cards with the Cosmic Tarot, but let me just go over these first. Coming up at the heart of the reading, we have the number 2, mental conflict. So when I see this card, I sometimes get like, maybe there are, you're going through struggles right now in terms of what you sort of feel like you should be doing versus maybe what other people or external factors may be projecting onto you. I also sometimes get like being of two minds about something. So perhaps you're needing to make a decision. It could be, again, regarding something sort of externally, moving, or regarding a job or a relationship, or, it could be sort of making internal decisions, doing a lot of like introspection and retrospection, and making sort of internal shifts in that sense. In either case, we do have here at the bottom of the reading the number 13, transformation. In the Psychic Tarot deck, these black border cards are the major arcana cards of the deck. So I'm just going to reference the book super quickly because I can't remember off the top which card it is exactly that is. And it's the Death card. That makes sense, yeah. So, and if you see here, like she's kind of like peeling off a mask or holding some kind of mask. And then you also see like the butterfly wings there in the background. Number 13. So this is sort of coming up, at the base of the reading, informing really what's going on, I think, through this mental conflict, and then what's crowning the reading here, which is the number 5, which you'll know from numerology, the number 5 represents change. I was also picking up on potentially, having experienced a tower moment, which could just sort of be sudden or unexpected change. But tower moments can also be things, it doesn't have to necessarily be something that's happening to us. It could be something that we're initiating or implementing that is really more of a, sudden or unexpected change as far as other people are concerned or someone else is concerned. So crowning the reading with the number 5 here, we have obstacles and challenges. I really like this card because you see there's kind of this crevasse space this man is looking at, and it's not a huge leap, but it does require a leap of faith, a leap of trust that you will make it to the other side, and you will. What's coming out here, and this is interesting, I would really pay attention to, I love when there's lots of symmetry and synastry amongst the colors that are coming out. And you'll see here we have a lot of this blue. We have in the past and what's the future placement of the reading, as well as the base of the reading, these major arcana, and then also chakra cards. So in the past we have throat chakra. Again, this could be something perhaps that you communicated or that you spoke up on, or perhaps you've just been doing throat chakra work. Maybe you're feeling your throat chakra opening up, right? And so you've been doing a lot of communication. It could even be like artistic communication, like creating music, listening to music, that kind of thing. And what we have coming up in the future placement is destiny. So with this card coming out, again, these are major arcana. So I'm just gonna look quickly and see which one it is. I'm still studying these cards, so forgive me for not knowing off the top. It is the Wheel of Fortune. And I love that. So, you know, you may be getting sort of intuitive messages, or know sort of intuitively which direction it is that you're going to go into, or that you need to go into, but perhaps you're just having, you know, some trouble communicating whatever this is, even if it's just sort of, again, getting some clarity on it from a sort of internal perspective. And I just like lifted up this crown chakra card, and we have base chakra here coming out. So definitely getting a lot of messages about making sure that your chakras are aligned, you know, perhaps doing a lot of meditation and yoga. So let's crack into the Cosmic Tarot just to clarify the 5 cards that we have here for the sign of Pisces. So we have the 2 of Cups coming up, as well as the 7 of Cups in reverse. Just as I quickly split the deck, I'm just going to give it a few shuffles here to clarify. And I'll also try and timestamp these readings, so for the other water signs, I'll add the time that those readings start. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups again coming up here in the reverse. This is, I'm pointing this out, and it was like 7:07 on the timer as I said that, because it's reminding me of that mental conflict card. But again, I feel like any mental conflict that you're currently experiencing, you will get over. So I'm just going to clarify each card in the order in which we lay them down. Please clarify mental conflict. So yeah, we have the 3 of Swords coming up in reverse. This can speak to past disappointments, heartbreak, betrayal, that kind of thing. It could even be, you know, perhaps ancestors or loved ones that have passed on. But what I'm really getting from this card in the reverse is that, you know, those experiences or those departed loved ones are really here providing you with a lot of support right now to help you make this transformation and this transition. Clarify number 10, destiny. Okay. So clarifying destiny, we have the Hangman, which is the card that can represent the sign of Pisces. This is saying, again, I was picking up that, you know, your crown chakra would really be speaking to you in terms of which direction it is that you either will be going into or need to be sort of going into. So you have the Hangman here with his head, his crown chakra really highlighted, and then again leading towards that destiny, right? It's really reminding me of that phrase that you know, like it is written, like what's meant to be yours will be yours, sort of like regardless, right? And that, I mean, if you really take that to heart and you think about that statement in earnest, you know, that's a really sort of comforting viewpoint. Clarifying the throat chakra card, we have the World coming up. I'm like trying to make sure y'all can see that. And it was 909 as I said that. As we know, 9s can be numbers of completion. Again, I'm really picking up on whatever this transformation or transition is, there's going to, you know, really be a need to sort of be able to express that. I'm getting either verbally or in some sort of communicative fashion. And that's super dope. So you're doing it. Okay. So 2 cards flew out for transformation. We have, and I did mention earlier, I think the Tower, and we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So I am picking up that, you know, in the not so distant past, perhaps, that you or someone else was feeling more of like this Tower and a Nine of Swords in the upright energy. So, you know, Tower, sudden or unexpected change, crumbling of foundations. I'm seeing, I saw 1010 as I said that. So I feel like for, you know, one or both of you, this was maybe like a major spiritual transformation in your life. For one or both of you, it may have caused some sort of sense of anxiety. Someone could even be sort of disregarding that this happened or that this happened right now. You know, I'm trying to like think of a good example, like to demonstrate that, but you know, it's almost like, let's say you got into like some kind of argument or something with someone, and they come back and like, you know what, you were right, etc., etc. But like, really, they're like just saying that just to sort of appease the situation. They're maybe not actually meaning it. And so in that way is like what I mean. They're like trying to like actually avoid the actual factuals of the situation. But either way, I feel like with the Tower and the Nine of Swords coming up here in the reverse in the reading, and it's 11:11 on the clock now, that, you know, y'all are moving on from this. So yeah, I think that's really super positive. You know, at least for whomever this is resonating with, I think that this is really a positive sort of transformation that's taking place right here. Okay. So finally, let's just clarify obstacles and challenges. So we have the number we have the Six of Cups coming up. So Six of Cups can talk about past energy, childhood energy. It can talk about past life energy. It could talk about, you know, people from the past. So, you know, that actually was like kind of a poignant example that I gave, because that would sort of be like in a similar sort of analogy, like you fell out with someone in the past, they come back, etc. So you'll have to obviously use your intuition and your discernment for yourself, Hangman, to decide, you know, if someone or something from the past is returning, if it is transformed as you are transforming, and if it's right for you right now. We have the Star coming up as we finish out the reading, or the tarot part of the reading anyway. I will pull an oracle. I think as I was filming this, I decided that I'm just gonna go ahead and do individual videos. So Cancers and Scorpios, y'all will have your own video. I'm not gonna merge them together because these are going quite long. So I think I'm feeling a numerology card for the Pisces. We have self-love and patience coming up as I crack open the deck. Also saw parenting. So some of you may be parents, or this is talking about your relationships with your parents. And we have domestic harmony on the bottom. Okay, so let's see what card is coming out for y'all, Pisces. The home team. Okay, we have two cards flying out. Funny. So we have number 2, patience, and number 37, time out. So I will read the affirmations for both of these cards from the book, but I want y'all, hopefully, I don't know, I'm still working with camera angles like I mentioned. So these are the cards though. This number 2, patience, comes out all the time. 32, that really, you know, you could be going on vacation or taking some kind of retreat. I've been sort of feeling that energy myself, like really wanting to get away, get close to water, especially as a water sign. Okay, so with number 2, patience, it says, I patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. And with number 30, that's the affirmation. And number 37, we have, I take time out for myself and rebalance my body and my life. I am just going to read super quickly. So for the latter card, 37, it says, now hold it up while I'm reading it. It says, this card indicates a need to take time out from your busy schedule and the hustle and bustle of life. Perhaps you've been working too hard or have a lot going on. Maybe you've been tired, irritable, and anxious, and just generally feeling unwell. If you've been under stress of any kind or have been spending time in a negative or toxic environment, you must remove yourself from the situation to heal and recharge. This is the perfect time to take a vacation. Even a day or two away will revitalize and recharge your soul. That's just part of it, but yeah. And then number 2, patience. This card indicates a time to stop and enjoy the present moment. So very similar messages. As nothing more can be done to achieve the outcome you desire. Rather than take action, you are being asked to evaluate your progress and clarify your dreams, which will help you manifest them sooner. Beautiful. Okay, so Pisces, I really like this reading. Again, not the monthly readings. I'll do monthly readings later on this week after I do the monthly general collective, which I think there's going to be some really yummy, juicy energy in there, at least from what I can remember. Again, those are cards that I pulled on January 1, and then I'll also pull some additional cards, maybe similar to what I did today, but I'm playing around with spreads and different layouts. So if there's a particular one that you've seen that you like, let me know. I'm happy to like revisit it, or, you know, I just sort of go with what I feel intuitively in the moment. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am available for personal readings. All that information is down in the description box. Thanks so much. Bye.